troops have arrived.
Don't worry, we are in good shape. There's nothing to worry about.
If the reports are true, we can't beat it. Everyone, focus on that last radiator.
I like how he says, we can't beat it. Not her, not them. We can't beat it. Yes, Disha. She is not needed for the remainder of this map's festivities. So we'll just tuck her behind this little nook right here, completely out of sight, not to be bothered. In my experience, on average. Alright, for right this second, I'm going to move Nadine down into the trench. Am I going to do that into the trench? Or am I going to go down into there? I'm going to move her right there so that she doesn't have an angle on anybody that's over here. Yeah, by the time that thing moves forward, it shouldn't have an angle on her. So right there should be good. One can hope. And the only other thing that I really like to do is, this is the Lancer in question. Whether or not I can get Marina out far enough without getting her killed is an entirely huge X factor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly do a defense boost. Definitely helps, but against an attack this severe, it's... And then, of course, if you haven't figured out what I'm going to do next, we're going to save. I cannot imagine going through this whole mission without saving. That would be a nightmare.
Understood.
Okay, so... Alright. Here's the thing. If you move any farther forward than I am right now from this little nook, Selvaria will start shooting at you. And her lance does, it's like a laser beam, and it does damage. So I did that defense boost just to be safe. And there's the dude right there. If we can take him out, then I'll feel insanely comfortable about the remainder of this mission. Ooh, definitely a good hit. She's got 2 more bullets, so before I duck her back into cover, I'm gonna shoot. Might as well. Look at all the command points I have. There's no point not to. And then try to see if it'll hit him.
Nothing personal.
Oh, and there we go. That felt good. And now we can duck her behind the wall, and we are good to go. All these troops, a couple of shock troopers and a couple of scouts, and her will come down here to about here-ish is where they usually congregate. This guy's he's gonna move forward, run over this camp, and then he's probably gonna shoot at me with this rear cannon, which I don't expect to do terrible amounts of damage, but let us find out. Runs over the camp. Oh, that was nothing. That is nothing. I've seen light tanks that have done more damage. It had to have just barely clipped me. That was great. And Selvaria is considered to be a scout. Good on you, Freesia. It's not Ramona, Freesia. Ducked down. That's why you want to have her in cover. And a moment when she gets out of the... She never usually comes over this way. I've never once seen her come over to this encampment. And Rosie's down and out of the way enough so that it shouldn't get her attention. The rest of them are completely out of sight, so they shouldn't even be considered. And again, the bunch of them just come on down to right more or less there. If you're doing a New Game Plus, the weapons that your scouts up in that upper base have are enough to shoot everybody up there and stop them up top. But by and large, he's going to waste all his command points right now on just farting people about, which isn't even really all that worth that much. But we already took care of the Lancer, so hey, you know what? I am feeling good. We are gold right now. We just got to get through this long ass turn. As he inches all his people down the slope. Why? I have no idea. Like, again, in Max's mind, it's better to just run the camp over than it is to take it over. So he's not even sending people up to my upper camp there to try to fight them. He's just, whatever, I'm just going to run it over. That's the kind of ego he has on him. I like how they usually all bunch up. Great for a nicely placed mortar. Usually does the trick. As these people have to inch along because they all their SP or their movement bars run out, so that's all they can do. Oh my god, that took so freaking long. And I have a full bar to do with as I please. What do I feel like doing? I'm going to use her, repair the tank. Next thing it's going to do is it's going to move forward again. Run over the camp. And then it might shoot at me, it might not. Alright, for right this second, you know, a matter of fact, I'm going to keep her right where she is.
No matter the cost.
I'm going to have her repair it. It didn't even take that much damage. It was actually very nice. And I'm going to engage my tank and see if I can even get the distance on to shoot those guys over there with the mortar. I do. I can. Ooh. I like it. There's a Kenzar the Lion. So he might duck down, he might not. Let's put it there and say hi to those guys over there. Oh, that was brutal. That was brutal. I'm happy with that. No, wait, hold on a second. Am I happy with that? There's nobody left up there, so what I'm going to do...
Enemy unit sighted at 10 o'clock.
Right there. Okay. The idea is to try to get as best of defense as humanly possible for Nadine. So we're going to move her again.
No matter the cost.
Tighten up perimeter defenses.
And right there. I've never known Salvaria to come this far back. That would be rare and weird for her to work all the way around the tank just to take out Nadine. And furthermore, she can't really see her, so she shouldn't be tempted to come this way. more often than not, what'll happen is she'll come up to the point where my turret auto cannon thing on the turret here will shoot at her, and then she'll engage with my tank, which fortunately her Gatling beam doesn't really do much towards the tank itself, at least the front. So yeah, that is about all we can really do. I mean, I could maybe hit these guys again. I have increased payload. Plus, the engineer resupplies everybody, so I have 2 more grenade shots. I don't know if I'm close enough to hit them or not. I'd be surprised if I had the range to take them out. Nope, I do not. Let's see what happens. I don't expect much. Ah, you gave him good damage, though. Gave him something to think about. Did I take the other one out? I took the other one out, though. Ooh, that was a good one. All right, again, nothing. Worst case scenario, they're going to come down to where Valkyria is, more or less. And then eventually, when you move forward before the last shot's fired, you can take him out. But nothing to worry about. We are in excellent shape. We're ending the current action, and we are going to save, and then we are going to let them get to the getting to. They're probably going to shoot us one more time with the rear cannon, and after that repair, I'll send Nadine back into the trench out of the way. And that's about all there is. Yeah, so yeah, let's go. Runs over the camp. It's probably going to shoot at me with the rear cannon. Maybe, maybe not. It's hit or miss whether it will or not. It will.
Damage sustained.
And that was nothing. Oh, yeah, that was nothing at all. Valkyria's going to come about there-ish. Going to maybe shoot at me. No, she's not. This other dude will come down. Maybe come towards me. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't expect much. Nope, he's just gonna hang loose. What was the point of that? Nothing. Alright, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Turn 8. There's nothing we can really do. I mean, I could move forward and take the other guy out. Whatever. Yeah, so what we're gonna do now is only 2 things. Very quick and easy. First and foremost, let's heal ourselves up for the last time needed. Now, do you hear that? That's Valkyria shooting at Nadine through the tank. Again, that's why I was so precariously cautious about doing that. But let's repair the tank. Not even necessary, because now the other cannons can't even shoot us at this point in time. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bring her back here. And we're going to have her duck down and be completely out of sight. There we go. She is totally out of sight.
Here we go.
Good to go. So we're just going to move this forward.
Take a good look at your surroundings.
And increase payload. Not even going to bother shooting her. It doesn't really do anything at this point in time. And we're just going to say hi to this guy. Oh. And that's all we need to do. So, as I've said for tank placement, again, you got to keep your tank in the right orientation so that they don't even have the opportunity to shoot at you. And that is what I've been able to do this entire mission. This mission has gone as well as you could possibly hope it to. So, yeah, let us save for the last time, even though I don't even think it's 100% necessary. I will anyway, just because. Oh, I want to overwrite this save data. Yes, I do. I don't know how many times I've saved during this mission, but I haven't even used any of them yet, so that's important. And that's about all 3. Okay, so she can see Alicia, but I don't think she'll do anything about it. In my experience with this mission, she usually doesn't do much of anything at this point. Boom, and the radiator's up, and there sits... And there you go. Perfect. Rosie's right there. So all you have to do at this point, take out that radiator, and then you unload every last command point you have into your tank to shoot the Batomys. And it takes almost all the command points you have to do so as well, so...
I'm on it.
So let's take Rosie, and this is why I saved this one to the last, so that I could just get up, walk over here, calm, cool, and collected, defended from Salvaria. You don't have to worry about it, and duck it right down in there, right there. Boosh! And that's all she wrote. Now we can shoot the tank.
All right, that's the last of the radiators. Ah, presumptuous little vermin.
Intelligent little vermin is what you meant to say, right? Maxie?
Are you all right?
Fine. The tank itself is perfectly intact, though not for long at this rate.
Understood. I'll be there momentarily, sir.
The enemy tank has been damaged. That should also impair its defenses, Sevens. Everybody, concentrate fire on that tank. Take it down.
Alright, all you have to do with Rosie is get her off and get her back into the trench, even though it's not even really necessary. I do it anyway, just out of habit. And then, here we go.
Entering combat.
All you need to do, really, is shimmy on forward. And what I usually like to hit is this right here. This little thing. It puts your entire circle on the upper frame of the thing. Down here, you have a chance of hitting the tracks. Up here, you have a better shot of just hitting the thing itself, since you're only aiming at entirely it. Little bits at a time. And as soon as you're done, you exit out and back in, and forth you go. And here we come to a very positive conclusion, because that is all she wrote for Maximus's tank battle. It's just a matter of, you know, running through the turns.
Here we go.
And as you saw, I didn't even really need anybody up at that upper base, but I like to keep people there just in case anything weird happens and someone tries to meander over there. I've seen it once or twice, so... But as you can see, you have plenty of command points. Boom! Oh, that thing looks like it's real upset.
Here we go.
And don't even pay any attention to Salvaria, as it's not going to do anything to her. When she's in that, you know, glowing mode, when she's actually activated her Valkyrian powers, there is nothing you can do to hurt her at all. So don't even bother.
Entering combat.
As we're working its way down here, we should be almost done with it. Oh, one or two more.
Entering combat.
Every time she's got to whoosh it about. Oh, and it's done. Game, set, match. That is a long-ass mission.
Batomys, lost to this rabble.
Damn straight, Maxie.
Your Grace, are you injured?
It's got to have a headache by now. I mean, fucking hell.
Silvaria, plans for the Marmota must be adjusted to account for these failures.
The what another? The Marmota? I can't imagine what that is. Since he, I mean, like, he likes to compensate for things, obviously.
In due time, Grace. You're in danger here. My men will see you to safety.
Yes! We managed to beat that thing back!
Nice work out there, Lieutenant. I've sent the rest of the Eastern team to join you there.
What's left of them.
The enemy forces have begun to retreat.
Then it's our turn to advance. Don't let Maximilian get away.
A rank. Again, in my mind, that's the easiest way to finish this mission, is to go for the A rank. Anything else, and you're chasing yourself. So by getting the A, you know, it's the easiest way to complete the mission. As you see from a fresh new game, it's entirely possible. And I save checked my way through the whole thing, didn't use a single load point at all. So again, knowing exactly how to do that mission makes it very, very easy and predictable. Even though I've seen weird things happen amongst it, I've done it enough times to know. And we seized more useless weaponry.
You cowards! Reform your ranks at once!
Yeah, look who's talking.
Ready? Fire!
Damn! Deflected it. That is really good. She looks rippin' pissed.
Did you see that? She deflected a tank shell.
Might as well be flicking away a BB.
I see Gallia's peasant army has the will to win. All units, retreat! Protect his grace at all costs!
Definitely a little on the pissed off side. I can say that much for this, for if anything else. Oh, goody.
We drove the Empire back, but not without sustaining heavy casualties ourselves.
Yeah, they got shredded. How were they to know? I mean, seriously, you can't really blame them.
We never thought the commander of the entire Imperial force would be there.
That's not who I would be worried about.
Not just the commander. Maximilian had that woman with him. What was she? I can't believe she's human.
No more so than you. I mean, you know, you never know.
In her hands borne cobalt lance and shield, therewith to strike down all man's arrows.
What?
Huh? What are you talking
One account
about?
of the Valkyria describes them in those terms.
Yeah, well, I know what we saw today, and that sounds quite familiar.
You can't mean that she...
And how can you disprove it?
They existed thousands of years ago. If they'd survived, we'd know.
Well, how do you know you're not one? Come on, there's no way to know.
I'm not saying I buy all the legends either. I realize that it sounds a little crazy.
But I also know what we saw just now.
But what we saw out there could only have been the Valkyria of legend.
I know.
It's scary, isn't it?
Chapter 8. The Woodland Snare.
Alrighty then. I know exactly how we can christen this this glorious moment of finally getting through that long mission by saving. Come on, what'd you think I was gonna say? What else could I possibly do?